In the history of cinema movies, there's been a lot of great franchises where the first movie is pretty good, the second movie is even better. Think Superman 2. Much better than Superman, although Superman was a great movie. Empire Strikes Back. Much better movie than Star Wars, although still good movie. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Much better movie than Star Trek, the motion picture, although still a good movie. One other thing I talked about a lot, though, that I just finished watching the weekend again because, well, I found the Blu-rays in the bargain bin. What about Crocodile Dundee II? Greetings, Dave here, DCBFX. Now, I love the Crocodile Dundee movies for what they are. They're you know, a fish out of water movie. It's a lot of fun. I do enjoy them. I'll pop them in. They're like I say, they're for most people, a lot of movies are a guilty pleasure. This for me is a guilty pleasure. Now, Crocodile Dundee 1 was fun because we get to meet Mick and we get to see who these characters are, and they sort of get, you know, sort of explained as who they are, the motivations are. But it took the Bushmen to New York City. And so you see a bit of Australia, but we see a lot of New York City. What I like most about the sequel is he's sort of fitting into his life in New York City, but then due to circumstances beyond his control, he has to go back to the outback in order to keep his ex-girlfriend, or I guess they've lived together, so it's quote-unquote wife, safe. I just love the fact that they expand on the sort of just the outback, and it probably was done in like a 1 acre section. There probably was, because it didn't show a lot of it, but it just was so beautiful to see that. Whereas it was really nice in the first movie as well. It shows more of the character and shows, you know, how capable he is. You know, Crocodile Dundee has always been known of, you know, that's not a knife, that's a knife. You know, stuff like that, which even, you know, in Deadpool, they made fun of that because, you know, Hugh Jackman is Australian. But I just think this is a great movie on its own merits, and I think it fits really well in with the sequel is better than the original. Now, there are also other cases where the sequel is terrible. I could name off probably 4 or 5 dozen movies. It's just like, the franchise is like, no. But there are some that always go back to it, and it's really, really great to see when things get sort of improved on as it goes. Like, it's almost like when Wrath of Khan came out, it's like, okay, we have a good start here, and we have the Star Trek start, and we're going to move on in this direction now, and it sort of led the next, you know, 5 movies, other than Star Trek 5. When I talked about Star Trek 5, we're not going to talk about Star Trek 5 again. Or even things like, you know, with the Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. It's just such a shift in the movie to, and then that cliffhanger, which everyone knows what that cliffhanger is. So what I'm saying is, if you haven't seen either of these and you're looking for good escapism, check them out. Do not watch Crocodile Dundee in LA. Just, yeah, no. For me, there only are 2 Crocodile Dundee movies. The third one is like, no, not happening. So that is my video for today. I hope everyone's having a great day. We'll talk to you all